Okay. Hello, everyone. So in the midst of, most of you have heard this, but I just want you to know as I was talking to like new people this week and having conversations with new people, when I thought about introducing what we have to someone new, I'm like, the last thing I want to tell this person right now is to also go over to Telegram to communicate there when they have naturally in rhythm been talking to me through Facebook Messenger because it's where we all hang out. And it just didn't make sense to me. And also through my coaching, I literally asked her about the fact that I thought I was being streamlined and told everybody to communicate with me through Telegram. And she was like, no, people don't like that. It's too much. And I'm like, that makes perfect sense. So I already see it working, and I hope you can feel a little lighter as well, knowing that communication will not happen through Telegram now for this group. It will all be through Facebook Messenger because I want simplicity for you. And again, Facebook is where we hang out. It's where we're building our business. It's where our groups are. It's where our Team Act group is. So that's where we should communicate. It just makes sense. Thanks, Dean. All right, good. See, yay. So I even got rid of the Live Life Activated group that was specific in Facebook. I thought we needed that in the beginning, but that's gone. There's two chats. One of them is a social media chat through Facebook Messenger where we'll give you stuff for social media to post. And the other one is our TMAC support chat. And that's where we will just communicate. It will be our heart. It will be questions and just anything you need, that will be the chat that we go to. And that's it. And then I do have one for those going to Kansas City right now as well. So all through Facebook, hoorah. The other thing I did that I wanted to have in place for simplicity, and again, I want you to know that this has not been done with lack of thinking about it first, but I wanted to have a place where a new person could go and get the information they need to get started and for it to be simple and streamlined for them. So what I put in Team Act, at the very top, there's guides. And if you click on guides, the very first guide is for new consultant training. And so what I did was for new, and I would go through this if I were you too, if you're someone that has been out for a while and you want to change things up or go through this. But the first thing is to let them know that there is a hub training. There is a One Person Big Difference onboarding site that are tools for them, right? But we don't want anybody to get stuck there reading and researching. We want them to be in action. So we're right away giving them their first social media post. And I literally tell them what to do and what to say. And it's a picture, it's changing your profile picture. And for any of you right now, if you want to get engaged leads and you want to get people talking to you on Facebook, change your profile picture and watch what happens. Laura Nowicki has proven it. We've had other people that have proven it, where if you put yourself out there to change your photo of just you, not you and your dog or you with your spouse, just you, people respond to that. And then I have for the new person, them simply saying new beginnings are on the horizon. Then I tell them in the next one how to reach out to the people that comment. Because when we're posting, if we do it with intention, the people that are liking, loving, commenting on your post are your hot leads. Those are the people that you want to be starting a conversation with in Facebook Messenger. And I give them what to say to them and what to do in the next script, literally how to respond. Then their next post, if you haven't done this yet, find your favorite before and after GLP picture or pictures. Just post one or two. You don't have to post a ton, one or two. And then simply saying it's happening. A healthier alternative that doesn't require a shot. It's pictures like this and stories of people feeling better than they ever have that got me to say yes. I'm about to start this journey and I'm so excited. If you want to see for yourself, just comment me in the comments. You guys, I can't stress enough right now that by you being consistent in your posting and you reaching out and taking the time to every single person, you're not gonna be able to probably do it in a whole day sometimes with when you change your profile picture, or if you post a picture of your child or you doing something with your kid, or just a connection post. Sometimes so many people are going to comment, it's going to take you a bit to get back to all of them. But your intention in reaching out to them is then opening the door to invite them into the group, right? So let's say, I mean, if you're intentional and you change your profile picture first, you're going to get a ton of comments, blah, blah, blah. They're going to wonder what's going on, or they're going to want to, you know, tell you how good you look. And then in the next one, they see this. You've now got all these eyes on you because you changed your profile picture. Now you put out the GLP picture. And I'm telling you, even if they don't comment me right away, now you have eyeballs on you and they're watching. And they're probably going to private message you. I just had someone private message me the other day because, listen, one in every 5 posts should be an ask post. Hold on, I'm going to make sure that give me just a second. You don't want to have a ton of posts where you are always asking people to be in the group or inviting them to take a look at something, right? You just want to do it like 1 in every 5 times. You want to have something about GLP that you're inviting them to, okay? So let's, before I do that, I want to go back to the group. I can't emphasize the group enough because, like I just said on Maria's call, the fact that we have a group for our team that is focused on GLP-1, but also talking about other things, like literally this week, we are having people share their wins about the healthy food choices they made today. I have personal trainers in this group that are high-fiving me and praising me for the fact that we are teaching people about other components of being healthy rather than making them rely on just one product. It's the best thing we can be doing for them. And that is value. We are providing value to them. It started with like Joanne's training last week on the Mediterranean diet, posted some healthy snacks today. Sheila made an amazing post. But every day this week at 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, there will be a post that says this same thing. Picture will be different, but the post will say the same thing. And any one of your people that comments on it every night and shares their win or why they're proud of themselves for the food choices they made in the day will get put in a drawing for a free fat burn that we'll give away on Saturday morning. So if you want your people to be engaged in this and you want them sharing their wins, tag them in the comments. Or if you see that they've commented in the comments, love that and tell them you're proud of them, congratulate on them. The worst thing that can be happening right now is of the almost 400 people in this group, you're putting them in there and forgetting about them, and you're not remembering who's in there. For me, I can see over here, now I can't, but there's like 150 people that have been invited to the group, but they're just hanging out there. So they were invited at one point and they either didn't see the link or they've been forgotten. And I posted a bunch of those. I can post those again, like the names. It would take you seconds to just scroll through the names real quick of the pictures to see if any of those are your people. And all you need to do is open a conversation again, tell them, I see you're not in the group yet. I wanted to send you the link one more time. Tell me when you're ready to accept it, right? And then you send them that direct link. You go, you click invite, you click share group, you click copy link, and you send them the link. I posted how to do that many times, how to share the group. And then you get them in there. And once they're in the group, your top 2 posts are either going to be, it's always going to be Gloria's training, which is pinned right at the top. Gloria's training is right here. And then it's either going to be the ABC report because they know nothing about us, or you're going to have people that are going to tell you that they've been on Ozempic and they want to know the differences. And then you're going to tag them on Gloria's training, and then also the training about Tracy that was on Ozempic and now is on our product. And to find that, you'll go to guides in the group. You'll go under GLP-1, and it's right here, from injections to activation. That is your second one. I am telling you, you tagging people on those videos, they are watching them and they are blown away. I had a woman today reach out to me to remind me that she wants to be on my list. And she screenshotted to me a text she got from a consultant in Modere talking about their new GLP-1 product that's coming to market. He was promoting that the people that were on it early, what did he say? Just some stuff that I was like, it just came across kind of gross, right? So I love and I'm proud of us for the value we're bringing to people, because even though she got this really, really super hyped up post from someone else, she's like, I just want you to know I'm waiting on yours and I can't wait to start. Okay. Now, once you have people that tell you they want to be on that product, they're not ready to get activated now, we need to think about, how are you going to communicate with them when the product launches? How are you going to make sure that you get in touch with everybody that's interested at the same time? And here's what I think you should do. I think the easiest way is you start your own Facebook Messenger group. Your own Facebook Messenger group, and you can title it GLP-1 launch group, right? And you're going to add everyone in there that has told you they want it. Current customers, prospects, whatever. Everyone that wants it goes in that group. And you're going to have all their names in there. And then you can feed them with, I got the pricing, I got the first study, here's another story, right? And they're also going to get training through the groups, but this is your personal way to make sure that when it's launched, you can fill one cart with the product and send one cart to that group, and they all can use it. That's peace of mind for you. We want systems, we want simplicity. That is my advice to you, to start that as soon as possible. But again, you can't do that if you're not tracking your people. Track again, track again. If you've not done a great job tracking, go to the group, click on this last button with the 3 dots, and then scroll through the members and remind yourself of who you've got in there. Your people you added will show up at the top as your friends. You added them, so they're obviously your friends. They're not going to be here in the lower part. Your friends and people you added will be here at the top, and you'll be surprised how quickly you can get through those, okay? All right, fitting in your invites. Here's the thing. When I drive, I don't know if I tell you this, but it's just what I do. When I drive, I do a lot of inviting. I do a lot of messaging. Or the other thing is too, right before you go out the door, I do well when I'm in movement, like walking around, or before I go in the gym, when I park in the gym parking lot and I'm just sitting there before I go in, someone comes to my mind. That is when, because I know I don't have a lot of time and I'm moving on to something or I'm going in somewhere, leverage that moment to get in something as quickly as possible. And you'll find that when you send a quick invite, so I did this through voice text, and it was someone that is in another company. And I literally told her, you just popped into my head. I don't know if you've seen, but we're launching a new GLP-1 activator. Things are really moving along at a quick pace, and it's super fun right now. I don't know if you've ever thought about maybe coming to another company, but this is just me asking you if you're open, because I know you're a go-getter and I know you're a business person. That's all I said, right? And she got back to me and blah, 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 and started selling her company to me, whatever. But I did it, right? I asked her, she came to mind. So I suggest, instead of sitting down and saying, I'm going to do invites now, we get in our head or we get on social media and there's a squirrel. Do it in the nooks and crannies. Your invite will be so much better if you just do it in the motion of other things. Jen Pensinger was doing that this last week. And I'm like, this is so great. I mean, she was literally texting me, oh, I just talked to this person, and then I talked to this person, and I just invited this person. I'm like, see, leverage your excitement. Who else? Who else? Who else? Keep going, keep going. And she got a bunch in at the same time. So leverage that excitement. Your posture when you're talking to somebody. I want to play a quick video for you guys, okay? This is so, so phenomenal. And then Jean, I'm gonna have you share what I asked you to share this week. Okay, you guys, watch this.
You say that the past isn't predictive.
Correct.
So talk to me more about that, because I would say most people would say that the past is definitely predictive.
Right, which is great, but they'd be wrong. Right? So they would be wrong. And the simple fact of the matter is the past is real. Okay? So the only thing that makes it predictive is if my behavior stays the same. So I'll give you a great story. So we both grew up in Tacoma, and there used to be a thing called Toastmasters. I don't know if you remember Toastmasters, but Toastmasters was a local, regional, and a national speaking group for anybody that wanted to get better at speaking. Well, my dad had gone to a Toastmasters early on and heard one of the most successful magazine entrepreneurs in the world speak. He comes back and tells me, I just had a chance to hear one of the most successful magazine entrepreneurs in the world speak. And he said, when are you taking your SAT? I said, I'm taking it next year. He said, well, this guy was failing out of high school. He was struggling. He was raised by a single mom in the Midwest, but he promised his mother he would take a test called the SAT. So he takes the SAT in May, his junior year, doesn't expect anything, gets his score back in June. Now, the SAT, which I don't know how many your population know, but it's a standardized test with a math part and a verbal part. Both are scored out of 800 points. Well, this guy takes it. He's bombing. He's failing out of school. He doesn't expect anything as he's telling the story at Toastmasters. Well, he gets a 1480 out of 1600. So he's stunned, right? That would be for the smart people that listen to your podcast.
Insane, yeah.
Right, cognitive dissonance.
I
right?
got a 900 on my SATs, just to give people a frame.
Right, and I got a
990, excuse me.
and I got a 1010, right? I was just, hey, 4 digits. It was a miracle, right? And but it's a hard test, and you know it's a variety of different things. So he gets the score, and his mother, doing what any mother would do, knowing her kid, says, "Did you cheat?" Right? She knows her son, and he said, "I swear to God, I tried to cheat, but the way the numbers were and the scantrons and the bubbles, you couldn't cheat." So she says, "You mean to tell me you really got that score?" He said, "Yeah, I got the score." So he's stunned, Tom. So as my dad's telling me the story, I'm like, okay. So he says, all right. So what he decides is, because he realizes he's smart and he's going into his senior year, he says, I'm going to go to class. Now he starts to go to class. He doesn't hang out with who he did when he didn't go to class. All right. Teachers see him in class and they said, hey, maybe Franklin Pierce, maybe we missed the boat on this kid. So they start to treat him differently. Well, as the guy would tell the story, he graduates, goes to a community college, goes on to Wichita State, goes on to the Ivy League, and becomes this massively successful magazine entrepreneur. So I said, okay, well, the guy was always smart. He just needed a standardized test to unlock it. My dad said, no, that's not the story. This is what I want you to understand. He said, 12 years after all this guy's success, he gets a letter in the mail from Princeton, New Jersey. Doesn't think anything about it. The next day, his wife says, you're going to open it. He opens it. True story, turns out the SAT board will periodically review their test-taking procedures and the policies. The year he took the test, he was one of 13 people sent the wrong SAT score. His actual score was a 740 out of 1,600. And he said, people think my whole life changed when I got the 1480. But what happened? My whole life changed when I started acting like a 1480. And what does a 1480 do? He goes to class. Well, this is one of the first stories I would share when I had my opportunity at Alabama, or Florida State, or Georgia. So A, your language is powerful, but number two, your behavior is way ahead of your success.
I love that story so, so, so much. Your behavior is way ahead of your success. So even if you feel like right now stunted and you're not getting a lot of interaction on Facebook just yet, or you're not getting enough people into the group that you think you should, if as long as you keep the behavior of showing up consistently, giving people value, connecting authentically, you are doing the right behaviors and you will find that success. Those things will come. Act like that person that when GLP launches, you know you've done everything you possibly can. Put in those behaviors, right? Thought that was such a powerful story. So that being said, having posture in what we have and knowing that we need to direct and guide people. Like I've had a couple conversations with people that one of them reached out to me through Messenger about GLP-1, and she wanted to know like what ours was like. I sent her a voice message, talked about what we have and what the system will be like. And she said, oh, great. Okay, great. Thank you for the information. And she didn't ask to be in the group like I would have liked. So I told her, I said, Dawn, let's just get you in the group. Here's a link, join, and I'm going to tag you on some information. And she did. I've had that a couple times where they didn't tell me they wanted to be in it. They didn't ask. So I directed them and said, let's just get you in the group and I'll tag you on some information. So I got her in, tagged her on Gloria's training and the Ozempic one. And I guided them. So Jean has a story of just having done that to someone too, her chiropractor. And I loved what she said to him. So Jean, will you unmute and tell people like how you handled that conversation with your chiropractor, who's been kind of waddling for quite a while about the products?
Yes, actually, when I went in to see my chiropractor this last week, and one of the things he said something about, so what have you been up to, and that kind of conversation. And he actually said to me initially, he said, I suppose you're up to your eyeballs and all that GLP-1 stuff. And I said, quite a bit. I said, so what do you know about it? And so we talked about it a little bit, and I said, well, so that must mean that you're ready to start selling the products. And he just kind of ignored me. And then I said, no, seriously, I know that like Jen and Aaron have both talked to you about it. And I think it's really time that that you get serious about it. And then you start to think about selling the products either in your practice or for you and for your patients. Well, he kind of turned the conversation to, my wife has had a lot of issues trying to lose weight, and I've done everything I can for her. And he went down the road of, I'm really frustrated trying to figure things out for her. And I said, well, this might be for her. And so we talked quite a bit about that. And then I said, I think that either you or her, or maybe both, if you had success there, then you could put it in place for your practice. And he just did yeah, maybe. And I said, well, I just really want you to do something for me. And he said, well, what would that be? I said, I would like you to promise me that you would really think about this, and that you would start to think about selling the products, and that you'd start to think about using the products for yourself and for your patients, because I think that they would do some good. And I want you to know that I would help to explain some of those things to you as kind of we went along. And if we did that and you were going to sell them, it wouldn't be me that would explain it to you. I'd connect you with somebody that knew a whole lot more about it than I did, and then you could make that decision. And I said, I just need to have you make me that promise that you'll think about it and that you'll be serious about it. And he just kind of looked at me, and I said, no, seriously, I want you to think about it. And you need to know that however many weeks I'm coming back here, I'm going to ask you about that every week. And so will you do that for me? He said, yeah, I'll do it for you. And then he shook my hand. And so, I mean, I knew when I left there that he was really going to do it. And it was not just something that he was doing to kind of get me out of the room.
Love
So,
it.
yep.
So good. Thank you, Jean, for sharing.
Yep.
I just thought that was so powerful, you guys. And in Jean sharing that with him too, she wasn't just directing him, she was sharing her heart. Like you could tell, like she truly cares about his well-being and the well-being of his wife at the same time. So don't overthink it. Let your heart guide you and guide people to the next best decision for them, and leaving that door open. So thank you again. I wanted to share another thing real quick on Team Act that you're going to see. in the guides really quick. And this is just so important. It's so, so important. So please bear with me here, but, oh, here it was. In the guides at the top, let me click on this again. I've got so much open. Remember we talked about the core 4, doing those daily activities every single day. And I did a training last week that got cut short too. I revised that so it speaks our language, and it now says on a daily basis, you'll do your posts, you'll outreach to those that engaged, you'll outreach to those that didn't, right? That means you're inviting people that you're thinking of that did not engage in your post, and how many of those you did, and then your follow-ups. And it's got Monday through Sunday on here. And the second sheet is a tracker. And I just think this is going to be a powerful tool for you to print out and keep yourself accountable to your actions. And again, one post on Monday could take you through Wednesday. Literally, prove me wrong. I mean, right, Laura? Like, you change your profile photo and you could be responding to those people for a couple of days. That will just have you outreaching to those engaged in the next 2 days. It could keep you that busy. And then after that, you're getting them in the group. That's the other big step, is getting them into the group. And then you're having those follow-ups. But these are your daily activities. And here's a way to track them. Their name, about them, are they in life, live life activated, and have you done third party? Your tracking sheet right there for you. So that is also in the second guide. It's titled Core 4. You can print that out and have it to help you on a daily basis. Okay, so now real quick, and then I'll let you guys go about your evening. Tomorrow, Des Mamet will be live in the Monday Momentum, or the Tuesday Momentum Zoom that's in the US consultant page. And she always does such a great job. And her and Dr. Christina Bear are going to be talking about GLP-1 and the long-term benefits. So I think you'll get great information for that. If I were you, and if you can watch it live or connect with them on Zoom, I would have your phone ready to take little recordings of snippets of that you can send to people, or send to your group that you've started in Facebook Messenger of people that want the product, okay? Wednesday night, September 18th, 6 p.m. Mountain, Sean and Dr. Nancy Bryan will be doing the open house. This is for you and for your guests. This will be a phenomenal presentation. And then a reminder of another incentive happening right now. You can earn an extra 10% on product sales from newly enrolled consultants and their customers in your first month. So with an extra bonus up to $100 per new consultant. So by helping our new consultants get started in the right way, and I still believe if we can help them start engaging on social media with warm leads, changing their profile photo, sharing a before and after, I mean, getting people into the group, it's a great way to get them in action and get people wanting the product and getting their list to grow too for GLP-1, or getting them on that Kickstart bundle before it even comes out. And then lastly, want to finally hit $1,000 a month, making $1,000 a month in this business. No fancy funnels, no tricks, just the exact steps. This is something Bob Heilig's doing. And I struggled with this a little bit because the last thing I want to do is keep you from activity right now. But I trust Bob implicitly. And I know that this is just September 23rd through the 27th. It is free, and it will be 75 minutes a day, the 23rd through the 27th. So it's like midday. And I know if you sign up for free and you can't watch it live, you'll have access to that playback, but you just have to commit that you're going to watch it, right? But this is his jam. Like, these are his people. He wants to help people get to that place where they're making at least $1,000 a month consistently in their business. And with that, you'll learn about the Core 4 again. He'll talk about the core four. He's going to talk about enrolling customers. He's going to talk about onboarding. So I will put this link in the comment section of when I post this playback. I'll put it in the comment section. Let me see if I can get it right now for you guys. There we go. And I'll post it in the comments here too. So you can just click on it and have it open in your own phone or browser. There you go. If you click on that, what I just put in there, you should be able to open that. Yes, exactly, Laura. The core four in our language, not authentic outreach, not that other stuff. It's in our language. Tina, what did you mean? Where do you post it? Where do you post it? Oh, awesome, Tom. Okay, great. Tina still, Tina? Oh, maybe she's not on. But when I talk about the posts, I literally mean on your Facebook page is what I mean. So I think that's it, you guys. If I stress anything else again, it is the process right now is get them into the group, tag them on posts, track it, and keep them in the conversation. Do that over and over and over again. And when they ask a question in the group, bring third party in through Facebook Messenger. Everything we're doing right now is through Facebook. So let's just keep that rhythm going, okay? Oh, it won't unmute you, Tina. Let me make sure. Okay, no worries. All right. Well, Sheila, thanks for popping on. I just decided to get started for everybody that was already on here instead of waiting, but I'll post a replay soon. So, okay, you guys, let's end this in prayer and then you're off for the rest of your night, okay? Heavenly Father, I just thank you so much for this season in LifeVantage. And I thank you that we all get to be a part of it. Bless our daily activities, Lord. Remind us of who you want us to be talking to. Put the people in our path that we're supposed to reach out to. Help us to be ourselves. Help us to be authentic. And just help us to know that by being who we are and reaching out to people, we're serving. So help us to have that mindset, have that heart, to not overthink it, and to really just bless us abundantly, Lord. I just pray that lives are completely changed in a massive way through this season because we did it right and we did it heart-centered. So thank you again for this opportunity. I pray for anyone that is hurting or not feeling well. Just, I know that there are people going through hardships, Lord, and we just lift them up to you and pray for them through this season. In your name we pray, amen. Okay, mwah. Love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for being here. Oh, wait, one quick thing. Dean. Sorry, you have to share what happened to you today or what happened. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. That would have been horrible. You guys have to hear this. Don't leave.
So I have a very good friend who had pancreatic cancer and was very ill and not feeling very well. And we got him on our products and you know, it really helped him. But eventually the cancer won and he passed away. And I was at his funeral today and I went to the wake last night. And, you know, you're always wondering, okay, how's this going to go? You know, you put a lot of hope and faith in our products and you give it to somebody and then when they don't win the battle, you know, you question a little bit walking in and his wife saw me and came up to me and just gave me the biggest hug, and with tears in her eyes, she said, "We did good, Dean. We did good." He got 2 more birthdays. He got an extra Christmas, and he got a lot of time with me and with his grandkids and his sons. We did good. You know, and if you're ever questioning the value we bring to people's lives in this business with the products, you know, it was just an amazing thing to have happen. And I still get chills thinking about it because it just meant so much to her and it meant a lot to hear it. So
Amazing. Thank you
keep
so
sharing,
much.
keep giving.
Yeah, keep sharing. You just never know. I was telling Dean too, I'm like, sometimes we think of miracles as this really big, massive thing, but sometimes a miracle for people looks different to everybody. And our products like provided this miracle for them, and that he got so much longer than they had anticipated. And what a gift that was. So yeah, thank you so much, Dean. All right. Love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.